we have solved all the problems, but the majority of the problems that were current issues in the past have been resolved by having total accountability of people using the building, where in the past that was not the case.
Would the council like to hear that from Mr. Boyd? You have any? Mr. Boyd, if you would, please. And would you state your name, please, for the record?
Yes, my name is Stephen Boyd. I am the current president of the Lawton chapter of the NAACP, and I have a unique respect for all of you up here. This is a long day, and I know you've had many meetings before this. So I will try to address this issue in a concise manner. I'm here representing our organization, and firstly, what I'll ask before I read a prepared statement from our organization, if you have any immediate questions concerning this issue. If not, I will proceed on with the prepared statement. I will say that this prepared statement is also coming from some of the masses of membership that we have in our organization, those of you who could not make it, and rather than have 10 or 20 people come up to speak on this issue, I have chosen just to make it a comprehensive statement. Firstly, greetings to the Mayor Pro Tem, the City Council persons here. As a past Vice President of the Arts and Humanity Council, a local coordinator for the HIV and AIDS Faith-Based Initiative, and current President of the NAACP, I come to speak to you on behalf of the organization, who say in their own simple mindset that double standards need to cease and desist here in our community. Mr. Huck has told you of a general background regarding the relationship, a unique relationship that the Philharmonic had enjoyed for over 16 long years in the town hall. Currently, that arrangement is in place with the Arts for All. I find it very unique that the NAACP submit a request for a proposal, and the City Parks and Recreation Group has taken it upon themselves to do in-depth research on the adequacies of holding or utilizing the Lamb's Room as opposed for office space occupied by the Philharmonic, and what the potential projected income would be for that, when in fact they never did it for the Philharmonic. They never did it for the Arts and for All before they entered that premises. We have a concern within the NAACP that, again, a certain degree of favoritism is being displayed. On the town hall in itself, on the board, there are several individuals involved with the organization who have a, how should I say, a feeling and loyalty to the arts group and the community. As mentioned earlier, I myself was on the Arts and Humanity Council, and one of our ongoing concerns was many projects being submitted for the basis of arts. And again, I have nothing against arts, but our concern was there was very little being done for humanity. The Lawton branch of the NAACP is over 40 years old. It's a nonprofit organization. The local chapter is represented by its appeal on a volunteer basis. There are no grants. There is no handouts per se giving to us. We proceed strictly on a labor of love and contributions from individuals here in our community. Upon our proposal that we submitted to Mr. Huck, approximately February time frame, it was learned that the Philharmonic had vacated the space that they had occupied, and that in discussing with Mr. Huck, that potentially another nonprofit organization could occupy the space and save money for the city. So what I bring to you is an economic element as well. The NAACP, as with the Philharmonic, can save the city money in regards to, if I was to look at the current pay rate for the sports facility rec aid, I believe that is the title, I'm going to give you some figures on the minimum level of economic savings for taxpayers like myself and other people here in this room. If I look at the basic scale of pay for the rec aid, it's about $6.18 per hour. The monies that were projected and already raised in regards to the occupancy of the space was approximately, so far they've made about $735 in revenue. And if you look at the exhibits that were provided to you, a projection of potentially $1,400. Well, again, I took the figure of $6.18 and I multiplied it times 20 hours a week. This is representative of the 4 hours a day for 5 days that the NAACP would hold the office. The number I came up with was approximately $247.20. Multiplied times 50 weeks or so, it came to approximately $5,900 and some change. It is my position, just from the economic standpoint, that the rejection of our proposal was not just economically driven, because the numbers do not support that. We submitted our proposal again in February of '97. After our proposal, we heard little or nothing from the Town Hall Board or the Parks and Recreation. I initiated my contact with an employee of the city, Mr. Bob Rhodes. After several months of not hearing anything, I initiated a call to the Parks and Recreation group concerning this proposal, and I was handed over to a Roy Crouch, another city employee. Mr. Crouch, just as Mr. Rhodes, assured us overwhelmingly, there's no problem, we love the proposal and the savings that it can do for the city and our department and our budget, knowing that in many times we're under budget restraints, that it would be an ideal relationship for the NAACP to take over the office space. After that assurance, I understand, and our organization understands, that the management of the city is a great responsibility. Therefore, we were of the mindset that we should not rush this thing, and that even though it was important to us, we should be sensitive to the fact of the other responsibilities that the Parks and Recreation had to do. Acknowledging that, we waited several more months in regards to a response. When I initiated a call this time around, it came to Dick Huff. I was told that he was in fact taking the positive principles as we get closer to the 21st century. With this motion and then your vote, we hope that you project that right is right, wrong is wrong, and in our humane world, double standards don't belong. God bless each of you, and thank you all for your time and patience in giving us the opportunity to participate.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Ms. Green.
I would like to make a motion that we approve the proposal for the NAACP for the office space in Town Hall, in considering the fact that they're going to be presenting educational information to the community, working with young people, and having youth activities going on within the Town Hall building.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Would be any discussion on the motion?
I think it's a good idea, personally. Council, Mr. Boyd, you were very informative, and I don't know that there's a double standard out there, but I mean, I think you folks might understand, feel that way. I sort of take to heart what you said in one respect. If one group